Hey everyone. I of course hope you're doing well through these complicated times, pandemic and otherwise, that you're safe and optimistic through it all, however involved you may be. Now, again, this is a bit later into the month than I would have liked, but March recently ended, so time to talk about not only what I bought over the month, but also some noteworthy birthday gifts I received. First, with some toys from Transformers Kingdom. There is Paleo Trex, a new Predacon character who turns into a skeletal T-Rex, but also can disassemble into various equipment and weapons for other characters to wield. Very cool aesthetically and kind of blending some old and new aspects into a unique figure. And we'll say also specifically the gimmick is fossilizers for the Kingdom line. And aesthetically the same, but not officially a fossilizer because she can't turn into various other parts. But there's also Vertebrake, well, Predacon, who turns into what's designated a Dracorex, therefore probably a Pachycephalosaurus. But whatever the official dinosaur is, she's also a cool little character. Over to some Criterion movie releases. There is Tokiboki on Blu-ray, released in 1973, directed by Jibril Diop Mambete. This kind of blend of realism and fantasy, story of a Senegalese couple who hope to leave for France. It's been part of a box set I've occasionally been curious about, but very happy that it's now on Blu-ray on its own. And also Celine and Julie Go Boating, directed by Jacques Rivette, released in 1974. From what little I know, the term go boating is like a French expression for go wild or something like that. Go wild, go crazy. This is kind of a blend of genres and figuring out what really is in the story versus just imagined things. As a adventurous friendship develops between a librarian and magician. I haven't watched it yet, but it sounds like it's quite a journey, especially since it's over 3 hours long. And to comics. All Transformers stuff from IDW. First, there is the Volume 3 hardcover for the rebooted continuity, All Fall Down, including issues 19 through 24 of the ongoing, as well as issues 7 through 12 of the Galaxies tie-in. So, written by Brian Ruckley, Sam Maggs, and Brandon Easton. Art by Anna Malkova, Billy Montfort, Blackie Shepard, Beth McGuire-Smith, Umi Mayao, and Andrew Griffith. Main story, basically exploring things, continually building to a head as the Decepticons gain momentum, while the young Gage tries to figure out her purpose amongst a group of religious refugees, and the esteemed Ultra Magnus searches in deep space for his lost mentor, Alpha Trion. Of course, I get these issues individually, but it's nice to have them collected like this, and with some nice, I believe, Chrissy Chung cover artwork. Yep, Chrissy Chung. With that, there's also the most recent issue of the ongoing, 28. Written by Brian Ruckley, art by Anna Malkova. Lots of various things happening in this one. Cyclonus hoping to find closure from personal losses. Little prison break with Swindle and a few others. Decepticon leadership trying to secure more positions of power, and Starscream trying to find his ideal place amongst those roles. Then issue 3 of the Transformers Back to the Future crossover miniseries. I keep forgetting, but I believe it's 4 issues, so this is penultimate, if I'm correct. Written by Kevin Scott, art by Juan Samu, which Marty, Doc Brown, and the Autobot Resistance help to free Hill Valley from Decepticon rule and figure out how Biff can help or hinder their cause. And then issue 2 of the new Beast Wars ongoing. Written by Eric Burnham, art by Josh Burcham. Continuing their slight deviation from the classic cartoons plot. Both the Maximum and Predacon teams work to gather what info they can on where and when they are, while some mysterious aliens involved with the planet secretly observe them. That's it for purchases. Pretty light assortment, but still nice. Over to noteworthy birthday gifts. There is the book Artificial Intelligence, An Illustrated History, written by Clifford A. Pickover. Hardcover, I believe released just last year, 2019, so still pretty recent. Not necessarily just showing a history of like computers or robots, but also like games and ideas that kind of analyze patterns and human behavior and stuff. So it might kind of stretch things in that regard, but it's still an interesting kind of chronicle of such ideas. And some DVDs I'd been wondering about. First, Fully Coolly Progressive. Follow up to the acclaimed and crazy classic series, now first season, in which youngsters Hidomi and Ide deal with not only the arrival of the eccentric Haruko, but also another strange space lady, Jinyu. And then Fully Coolly Alternative, which another group of teenagers, primarily the main protagonist being Kana, bunch of friends, again, kind of wondering what exactly Haruko wants from them, what her plans are outside of all this. Each one is 6 episodes, so it'll be a pretty quick watch. Quick watch. I've heard that they're kind of like good compared to the originals. Great. So, not necessarily expecting them to be the ultimate continuations, but still nice little installments. So yeah, again, pretty light this time around, but still some nice stuff. Toys, movies, comics, a book, and some TV. Still gotta figure out a situation with the Transformers trading cards, how to kind of conclude that. But otherwise, I'm quite happy with what I bought and received. Again, I hope you're doing well through all this, with both a combination of being careful and looking ahead. Again, kind of have some ideas and might be some surprises when it comes to this next month, but overall, I know I'll be back in early May to talk about April purchases and possibly some later birthday gifts. So I'll see you later, folks.